Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here today, and I'd like to thank Margaret Maye for inviting our family here today. I'd like to share our story with you of our daughter. She was on the ketogenic, the MCT ketogenic diet about 7 years ago. And just sitting back and listening today, it's amazing how things have changed since we started the diet. Our daughter did have amazing success on the diet, and her seizures did go away immediately when she started the diet. But I think it's important for me to share with you how we got to the diet and what we had to go through before we even knew about the diet. Our daughter was probably about 3 years old when she started to seizure, and her seizures were just those, she rolled her eyes, that was about it. And unless you were looking right at her, you'd never know she had a seizure. At that time, our pediatrician did start her on a medication that was a medication that had been around a long time, but unfortunately she had a very negative results from it. Her seizures got a little worse and they were starting to change, so then he tried a different medication. At that time, she experienced her first grand mal seizure, which she just went unconscious on us. And as a parent, I'll tell you, that was the scariest thing to experience. Our pediatrician was wonderful. He sent us off to Scarborough to see a neurologist there. Again, the neurologist tried numerous medications, and the names on the board there were all familiar to me. She was on 2, sometimes 3 different medications, but with the same results, very negative. Her behavior sometimes was out of control. So we did that process for a while. Then our pediatrician, again, he sent us off to Hospital for Sick Children. And we were under the care of head of neurology there and their team, which was wonderful as well with the support. But again, she undergone so many different tests, and they were looking at surgery for her as well. But they weren't able to pinpoint where the seizures stem from to do any type of surgery. Again, she started different medications as well. This process went on for her for about 4.5 years before a nurse practitioner at Sick Kids told us about the diet. And at that time, our choice was, we can start medication number 1 again. We can leave the seizures just alone, just leave her alone. Or let's look at the diet. For us, the diet looked wonderful. We were willing to try it. But at that time, we did make a choice. We took her off all medications. And Sandra, she did, the seizures increased. At that time, and it was a very scary time for us as well, she was probably having 200 to 300 seizures a day. Nothing, just the eye rolling. Her head would go back. The odd time she may fall down, but she'd just get right back up again. We decided to go on the diet, and when we started the diet, Sandra had been 6 months without any medications. Her seizures did improve. She went from those 200 to 300 to probably 40 to 50 seizures a day when we started the diet. And as you heard before, the week we were in the hospital, the 4 days, the seizures were gone. And it was, I couldn't believe it. We saw no seizures in the hospital at all, and we were on the lowest form of the MCT ketogenic diet. But when we did come home, we started to see the odd seizure. We'd see 1 every other day, maybe 2 to 3 a week, and that went on for about 9 months, and then they stopped. And we never saw the seizures again. Sandra on the diet, she had no side effects really. Her growth, she didn't really grow very much, but she still grew 1 centimeter a year, which was fine with us. She was happy. Her behavior was wonderful. She cooperated with the diet, and I really believe that she felt good. The seizures were gone. She never gave us a difficult time. She never took food from anyone or exchanged her food with anyone. and really responded to the diet wonderfully. For us, like I know at that time, we can't change what happened those years ago, 7 years ago, but I hope for today and in the future, and I see it is coming, that the ketogenic diet be used as a first resort, or have parents make those decisions. We went all those years not knowing and know where to go, because we even tried. We were still under the care of neurologists, but we went to naturopaths, homeopaths, chiropractors, trying to find answers because we didn't know about the diet. That parents should have the choice to choose the diet if they want, or to choose medications for their child firsthand. That was a thing for us, but I see it's already, you know, hopefully happening, and that there are more dietitians available, neurologists specializing in that field. And that one thing that happened to us as well, our family doctor, even our pediatrician and the neurologist didn't have all that information to give us. I'm not sure if they did or they weren't aware how successful the diet can be, because that's something parents should know today. And I would like to introduce our daughter, Sandra. She's 14 years old now. She's been off the diet. She started it when she was 7 years old. And she's doing amazing. Come on up, Sandra, hon. And the only thing, you know, she struggled academically. She's growing. She's almost as tall as I am, and her sister, she's the oldest, but she's doing amazing, and we are so proud of her accomplishments. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Theresa. Your story is really inspirational, and I really thank you for being here with us. This is an encouragement for us to work on, you know, pioneering these therapies in Canada. And if you allow me, I'd like to sing, as a token of appreciation, I'd like to sing a song for you.
Absolutely.
Because some of you might not know I'm an artist, so I'd like to reuse some of my resources to thank you.